Thokozani Bonabakhulu. Grand greetings and abundant blessings to us all. I go by Baba Lex. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Q&A on the way to 1K about this right here. Luciferian False-Light Programs. Right, yesterday we went live, okay, and there were a lot of questions, didn't have enough time. So we're back here strictly for Q&A, but we're on the way to 1K. Thokoza to everyone who joined yesterday. We had some breaking numbers. I want to say thank you so much to those of you. That's all you, which means you require this knowledge. You're looking for this wisdom. You're looking for a way to not be confused, to not be dazed, all right? I'm going to allow the beings to trickle in, all right? Remember, it's a Q&A. I've got my moderator in here. The Lighthouse Portal 7.11, all right? Thokoza, all the way from Maui, Hawaii. We're feeling blissful in abundance, okay? Aloha, aloha. And that's our beautiful moderator. It's also where my first book, The Law of Attunement Teachings, Book 1, is being independently published through, all right? This has been 5 years in the writing because I've been attuning, as my book is, The Law of Attunement, all right? Attuning to your cells, yourselves, 𝙒𝙧𝙬𝙗, potential hydrogen, right? Once you tap into that, you begin to tap into your ability to either be more alkaline or more acid. Depending on that environment with an IN, you will be able to, through your mitochondrial actions, be able to process either higher light from that risen sun, which is increasing in energy, or it will seek to mutate you for death through these Luciferian programs. Okay? That sun is not only releasing UVA, UVB, but also UVC rays. What is that, Baba Lex? Oh, wow. I don't even need the notes, but this is from last night. Okay? Friday night, yes, I knew. For those of you outside partying, you know, it's dangerous outside, Mzansi. Okay, in South Africa, it's dangerous. Be very careful because I saw a story now, just a quick segue. Anyway, UVC rays quickly before I segue into the current news. Anyway, questions, guys. This is for Q&A only. On the way to 1K subscribers, please go subscribe to my YouTube channel. This is also helping me release this independently. The Law of Attunement Teachings, Book 1 of 3. Okay? All of this which we speak of and teach of, I explain. Okay? About the cells, cellular memory. All right? How you can tap into things like your junk, quote-unquote, DNA. All right? Which doesn't exist. There's no such thing as junk, which means that you are junk. Okay? Thokozani Bonabakhulu, Divine Ndombi is in the building. Please ask questions today on the way to 1K subscribers. Okay? YouTube channel, please. This is going to greatly assist, once again, my book, which is being independently published through the Lighthouse Portal 7.11. That is also my moderator all the way from Maui, Hawaii. Okay? We're going to be doing the book tour in South Africa, independent everything, away from the system and these things. Luciferian False-Light Programs. Because the world is shifted. I'm going to tell you how. But also in my book, my teachings, I show you that you know how already. You know how, why, when, where. Because you have cellular memory through yourselves. But if you're on acidosis, okay, your fire element within is already firing constantly. Thokoza Medusa for joining. This is Q&A on the way to 1K subscribers on my YouTube channel. Please go there, subscribe. So I'm answering a lot of questions. All right, moderator, please help me out. Okay. So guys, I'm going to be jumping around between a bit of wisdom and also answering questions. Okay. So please feel free and please come with emotional intelligence. Okay. Don't ask me idiot question because I'm going to put you on blast. Who was that from yesterday, moderator? Mimi.77. Thokozani Mimi.77. Okay, ask me about some weird stuff about religion. But once again, Go back and watch that episode. It's uploaded on the YouTube channel. Okay? I give you beans. Thabo, Thandeka, Jack, Jane. So you can go and grow your beanstalk. You take the information and then you put it in formation through your grid, through your selves. 𝑐ELLPH. Beautiful. Okay, so we have a question here. What do you do? I am an initiated Zulu Sangoma. First and foremost. All right. Some would say medicine man or shaman in other places. All right. This took, you could say, 3 to 6 years. All right. Of physical, mental, and spiritual awakenings. I know. Over here, I'm not going to speak too in depth because it's not about me. But I'm just giving you a little bit of something so that you have a being and you can go and grow that in formation. If it applies to you, yes. If it tickles your fancy, yes. That's the beauty of being emotion intelligence. Okay, so that's what I do. Also, I'm a holistic health coach. All right. I coach beings and also assist beings in self-development. All of this which I'm teaching here, I do that on one-on-ones, mentorships, all right? All over the planet. I started in 2020 with changing myself from Lex stays liquid, okay, because I've always been a liquid alchemist. Well, we all liquid alchemists, but I've always been a sportsman. I've always been someone who's fit. I played semi-pro soccer up until about the age of 18. At 18, things changed in terms of family things, okay? When that happened, I had to pivot. I had to change. Got into studies. I then studied what they call information technology. So already by design, I was being prepared for what I am already, you see? So also, this is a testimony to you being very intelligent through your waters as a spirit, which is breath, and it comes from being in your heart, right? Remember, we taught to be away from your heart's desires. You just have to do what you have to do to get by, you see? So this over there allows you to stay away from yourself through these programs, you see? You abandon yourself, self-abandonment. So amongst my awakenings, I was abandoning myself. You see, we start to do that and build a shadow. That's what you call shadow self. See? So when you build the shadow self, when you build the shadow self, what takes place is you start to wear masks, fake masks, okay, of what they say that you are. So now what you're doing is you're reinforcing all of these Luciferian False-Light Programs. Yabo? Perfect. And then also I'm a tattoo artist. I know how to read sigils, symbols, hieroglyphs, just from a past lives, which is my ancient Egyptian past life. This means water, amanzi. As you know, Lex stays liquid. That is our services, our brand. That is me. I stay liquid. Okay, that is body, mind, and spirit. Yonkindo. You have to balance the whole self. Okay, which entails removing this programming. Because it's in your cells, yourselves. You have to be consciously consistent in cleansing that which no longer exists within you. You know how with family especially, I'm going to tap into family a lot, wow. Because they always, whenever you change and you see them once a year, whatever, they always think you're the same thing. Especially those of you who are doing the work, okay? That's a real thing taking place. And what it does is it pulls you back to who you're not. So it's mental health, okay? Once again, there's a lot of grown beings who look like adult walking around, but they childish. Yabo? Anything tickle your fancy. This is the energetic ping pong. I was live on Instagram about 2 days ago. See, time doesn't even exist. Gone. Y'all think it's 2025. Wow, anyway. Please talk about the intelligence water has and its ability to hold onto... Oops. How do I read? Its ability to hold on to what? Aha. Please talk about the intelligence of water. Wait, please talk about the intelligence water has and its ability to hold on to energy and information. All right. Beautiful question. Water, if you look at the etymology of water, so we're speaking beast. Let's compare apples with apples. We're speaking English. I call it beast because it makes spells. Abracadabra. So when you're saying good morning, who are you mourning? You go to mourn someone who's transition. See? So the spell is backwards. You can't have a good morning. That's why you have it, because you're speaking to yourselves. They know the truth, but you lie to yourself. That's what they mean. All of the sages of old, including myself, in a past life, but now I'm back again. Believe it or not, it's up to you. But I'm letting you know that your water holds memory. Once you tap into it, how do you do that? Right here, the Law of Attunement Teachings, Book 1, coming out in January. You're able to put this into practice, but first, the first law of attunement says, cleanse thy vessel regularly. You don't need to believe in anything. Okay, so we're taking out a sky daddy, Krishna, Buddha, Bhagavad Gita, Holy Bible, Zhush. And we're just saying you as a divine being where, now just there you clean. Because once again, all of those books are not there with you when you sleep. All of those books are not there with you when you're going through your problems. All of those informations are not there when you're seeing flames in your guts. All of those things are not there when you are going through mental health. You're seeing things out the corner of your eyes. People are acting funny. You going through things within you that you cannot explain. It's a real thing. So you must take yourself and your cells seriously, right? Because it's the time right now, Thokozani. It is the moment for you to remember. In between meme, remember, memory, member. If you look at meme, M-E-M, go into etymology.com right now. Let me do this for you. You know what? Baba Lex got your back. I've got another device here. Let me run that. Okay. Let me go to etymologyonline.com. Let's run this here nicely. Because it's Q&A, because we got time. I'm not lecturing today. I'm going to enjoy. Let's play on this higher dimensions. Okay. Right. So I'm going to look for water in etymology.com first. Or etymology.org, I'll show you. Make me how's Tyler there? She's running the gang outside. Thokoza to all the South Africans. You see we've got energy here. This energy is coming through Grandmama Rising within all of y'all, all of us. Okay? Okay. Let me run this back again, because you see, let me focus. So let me do this. Let me go etymology of because English, this is what I did. English it's Hebrew. So you go to a Hebrew dictionary. Aha! Hey, spirit of confusion is trying to confuse me. You see these programs? So what we do is, let's go to, if you do have a device, try it, okay? Just to show you 𝙒𝙖𝙗𝙖. I'm not bragging you, because I've done this before. I mean, I've got many books, plenty books of information. Wow. You want to go through all of my stuff? Wow. This is plenty stuff. This is writing from years. Some of my books would disappear, and I'm sure someone look at that and threw it away directly. But if you found that, you found gold mines. I mean, this is one of the oldest ones I have here. This is 21. You see what I'm saying? we came from a long space, really putting things down. Boom, any page, boom. We out here. You see? Real thing, eh? Take yourself seriously, you see? And also when you're doing affirmations, etc., etc., etc. So, okay, Hebrew dictionary. Hebrew meaning of water. It even popped up, you see? These things also listening. Notice there's a mic underneath here somewhere. Listen to this thing's listening. Search. Ziri. This isn't even an iPhone. Aha, got him. Right. See, now we talking. So the Hebrew word for water is mayim or mim. See that? See? Mim. Wow, let me just show you this. No, I don't want to sign in. You see, signing in now, man. Oh my goodness, man. Okay. Even if you look in Genesis, but Genesis even. They talk all about it. Eternal life. John, Genesis, waters. Look at this ish. Look at this ish. Guys, but now this thing's asking me cookies, man. I don't want cookies, man. I don't even eat cookies. I drink fasted, structured water. See? Okay, let me just get it there. But basically, there we go. Okay, this thing was tweaking. Wow. As soon as we're looking for the truth, you see, be careful when you're doing your researching. The truth will act. See, sign in what, man? Hi, yabo. I just want y'all to see that thing. What is that? Mayim. You see? Mayim. Okay? Mayim also, mim. Just check it out. Go into it. So, mim, if you look in root, the root of mim is in memory. It's in remember. It's in member. It's in membrane. Cellular membrane. I mean, in my book, I outline all of this. I told you I've done all the heavy lifting. All you got to do is be in a cleansed state. That's the first law of attunement. Cleanse thy vessel. Okay? Regularly. As in, make fasting a lifestyle. Right? Let me tap into more questions. So, if everything has memory, you tap into your waters, and then you take it from there. We are on the sacred path to 1K on YouTube. Link in my bio. Yes. Thank you, Mod Thokozani. This means wisdom. This means water. Grand Rising. Yes. Love it. Thank you, Medusa. Aloha. Aloha. Yes. Thank you so much, Bluey. Thank you for sharing the live, Bluey. Is this umkhulu? Vulamasang. Yes. Thokozani. You know. Everyone is joining and ask the questions. Yes. Ask the questions. I've got 99 plus, so I'm just going to go through and continue. Okay, please ask these questions, even if you feel scared and shy. Just ask. It's fine. This is how you begin to ascend yourself and your cells. The more questions you ask, Gladi 3_320D. I'm sure you drive a 320D, my G. But now it's higher consciousness, ne? Emote not gonna help you ascend. A car's not gonna help you with these things here. Luciferian False-Light Programming, my king. You get me? This is what we did yesterday. Friday evening. Okay? Did a little bit of education, just taking us through these programs. Okay? And they affect us in the body, mind, and spirit. Yonke into. Because the reason why is because you're a multidimensional being. So if Lucifer, if I was Lucifer and I wanted to be, if I was false light and I fell from grace, remember he still has the spark, okay? But the spark is not connected to source. So since it's not connected to source, it's parasitic in nature. A parasite requires a host for its energy because it cannot produce its own energy. So who's the host? Dun 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 dun. Enter these Luciferian False-Light Programs. Right, we're on the road to 1K. Please go and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please, please, please. Let's make it run. Okay. So also, when I finished the live yesterday, because I had to tap into some beautiful beings from across the planet who, we're always working in coaching because there's a lot happening in the mind space, young Todd. And speaking of, wow, super tapped in, super tapped in. You would swear I have a script. So, Baba Lex, you have a script or what? Nah, I know myself through my cells. Look at the date even, 2021, 6th of the 9th. What is that? That's September. Yeah, this was 8th of September, the 7 deadly sins. You want to take a screenshot? Make it run. Quickly. Quickly. I'm playing. Okay, take a screenshot there. That's the only screenshots I'm allowed publicly because, people plagiarize, man. I'm an African man who's, you know what happens when you start to speak truth and you speak about things like free energy. There's engines that run off water. But who am I? You see what I'm saying? So the 7 deadly sins are how these programs run through you. In your physicality, in your mentality, and in the spirituality. 𝙎𝙘𝙖 in every angle. It's hitting you everywhere. Bam, bam, bam. You can't rest from this programming because we're born into it. So anyone who comes with their religious stuff, I told you, don't do it. Young Todd, okay? I know I'm going to have some questions about this, so let me keep checking. Thokozani, please trickle in. Also share if this makes sense. We're on the way to 1K. As I'm releasing my book, my first book of 3 teachings, the Law of Attunement, TLOA, Teachings, Book 1, coming out independently in January. Everything I'm saying here, it gives you the beans so that you can go and grow your beanstalk. What happens when you are in growth, in solitude, when you are ascending, you must be alone so that you can know, so that you're not fed more programming. Everyone also is programming you by what they tell you. We all program each other. Blah, 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 blah. Color, blah, 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 blah. You see? That's spew. What that does is it changes your mind. It programs override your common sense. Your common sense is your heart's knowing. You know what to do. No one can actually tell you what to do, in essence. But you must be a conscious being for that to make sense. But our senses are hijacked through these: gluttony, greed, lust, sloth, pride, envy, envy, wrath, which is uncontrolled anger. You see that guy on the news? There's a recent story I just saw now. This is not good. Thokozani for that. Thank you for the support. But this story is just time out quickly. Speaking of, you see these programs? Speaking of, time out. Okay. This guy who was caught as a pedophile. But he only did it, he abused the 7-year-old. Then there's 𝙒𝙗𝙗𝙗 in South Africa. Go check ENCA or something. What is that, guys? I'm asking. I'm asking you a question now. Umoya lo, that spirit, that air, what is that? Because I put up there, the gateway drug is ethanol. It's spirits. It's alcohol. That's why I threw that shit away. It switches your brain, your body, into a different place. That's why blackout. So that guy apparently, he drinks a lot. He blackout. Color. That's not correct. That's not correct. There's something wrong there. And that's mental health. But it's not mental health, guys. Only. See? We must cleanse. Or you will be cleansed out. Into a different dimension. Not in this body. It's truth. Okay? You can call me whatever you want. Once again, you sleep with you. You were born with you. You will exit with you. And your cells. Take me out of the equation. Ungikhiphe lapho. Faka Baba Lex 𝙎𝙖𝙨. See? Does spiritual psychosis exist, or is it fear-mongering? Spiritual psychosis exists. It's this. It's this right here. Once again, that's why we're here. Beautiful question. That is Medusa. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love where your consciousness is. You see? Continue there. Okay? Because now you're asking the right question. Therefore, you'll get the right answer. Even yourself. That's why every question you quote-unquote law of attract is the wrong thing. The law of attunement means that it's only you and you. The law of attraction means you must do things. You must acquire things. Anything that you must acquire outside of yourself is simply not yourselves. It's not your spirit, umoya. It's not your breath in focus through your guts, your solar plexus. Once again, go to my YouTube channel. We're on the road to 1K. So, you see, gluttony is an arm of Luciferian False-Light Programming. Greed is an arm of Luciferian False-Light Programming. Lust is an arm of Luciferian False-Light Programming. Sloth is an arm, you see, where are we going with this? Right. Right. I hope that, not hope, I know. See the difference in consciousness? I know the answer. I don't have to, let's do some research. The only way I say research is for you to lock it into your cells. Put the information in formation. Simple. It's not tough, because that means you must be emotionally intelligent. Give yourself the space. All right, today I'm not going to drink bamboozle my cells. I'm not going to have that ethanol in my system, because that's the gateway drug to this. Got him. I told you I'll get you. There was another troll that was like, oh, you think you know it all. It's not me. It's there. This is already there. I'm just putting it in formation because you're scared. I was also scared because of Luciferian False-Light Programming. It needs you to be fearful. It needs you to be confused. Brain fox. Nothing's coming. You've got monkey mind. Last night. Last week. Next year. Holidays. That's more of this. Running you. Wow. See, your mind space, you're not the gatekeeper of your mind. Shout out Dr. Sam Zungu Fidelis. Her book is actually under the... so I can't get it. But shout out if you see this. I know she's also, in the religion side. She's... let me not speak on others. Anyway, thank you for just your book. Beautiful. It speaks about chapter 10, being the gatekeeper of your mind. Love that. For the teachings, wonderful. And yes, she's equating it to the scripture of the Bible. But yes, once again, everything is information. It doesn't mean, oh, I mustn't be religious. I'm not telling you to do anything. Move. Because must be emotionally intelligent to ask yourself and yourselves the tough questions so that you can heal that child you. Not me. I've done that. Hence why I'm glowing. Thokozani. You see, You must engage with your cells and have commune with yourself. This is structured water, conscious consistency, not ethanol, acute poisoning. That is exactly what getting drunk and blackout is. It's recovering from acute poisoning. When you hang over, because you hang over. What it does also, this is spiritual, okay? Hang on to your socks, blow your shoes off. Seriously, if you're operating heavy machinery, sit down. Relax. When you take ethanol, methanol, now they're discovering methanol la 𝙒𝙗𝙗𝙗. Methanol is pretty much moonshine. They've accelerated the fermentation of the spirit. Already it's 𝙒𝙗𝙗, flesh-eating spirit. 𝙎𝙗𝙗𝙗 already. It's grazing you. Hence why you lose time. I was there. Thokozani, we were there. You lose time, you lose sense of self in your body. Especially now in festive season when you're on binges. Bam, bam, bam. Day 1, day 2, by day 3, 4. Whoops, bit shaky warrior. The kneecaps aren't sitting correct. Because that's truth. I was there. You know, for the spirit of just to get along. Maybe you got issues in your mind. Maybe 𝙃𝙗𝙗𝙧𝙗, are they doing this? Maybe your girlfriend, maybe your boyfriend, whatever, girl, boy, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you know, in your personal reality, your personality, what that does is it allows you to step away from that because you, quote unquote, cannot handle. When you feel not connected to yourself and your cells, women know this more. They're emotional beings, the element of water, okay? I know this because I also fast with a plethora of females across the planet from 2020 with my method, my 72-hour water-only full moon fast. It taps into your emotions. It allows you to cleanse there. Also, your emotions, water, right? Once you come into balance, you then not, right? If you're like that, what you tend to do is we tend to numb it. Nah, I don't want to deal with that thing. Nah. Nah. I'm going to put my phone on mute. Zip. Nope. When we do that, we neglect ourselves. Because every ache, pain, throb, something, tap, scrape, pimple, whatever, it's a sign from your vessel saying, hey, whoa, check there, check there. What you're putting in there is killing us. We're slow death. We're on the path to destruction, merrily. Because what happens, what takes place is you begin to now practice all of these. You begin to make, quote unquote, money, which is another arm, which leads to greed. Simple. Envy, lust. You see, it just goes boom. But the biggest one of all, let's put it in there. I'm going to put a question. Which one is the main one which leads to all of them? Pride, envy, wrath, gluttony, greed, lust, sloth. Which one is, let's call it, the alpha of all of them? Let's run a question by y'all. I'm tired of my voice for a little bit. Jokes, I'm on the live. Listen to this guy. Now, man, I'm having fun. My cells are talking to me. That risen sun, even though here 𝙒𝙗𝙗𝙗, it's overcast. It's raining. It's been heat wave for like 4 weeks, a month straight. Yes. So, you know, for those of you who are scared of the sun, wow, scary. You need to now become reacquainted with that sun, because what's happening is that UVC rays are they're mutating your DNA. Whether you believe in this or not, irrelevant. What's taking place is your DNA is now unraveling at the genome level, your genes, your gene expressions. So if you are on acid, your pH, your potential hydrogen, guess what takes place? You're going to mutate wild, especially if you're playing with things like mRNA. Too much? Moderator, too much? Too much? Nah, truth is available. Divine Mama is rising, especially here in Africa. 𝙒𝙗𝙗𝙗. Thokozani. Please continue to trickle in. Share. I'm trying to catch up on these messages. And just, what type of fasting do you suggest? Beautiful. Water fasting. Amanzi kuphela. Because what it will do is it will cleanse you. You must remove any programs. It doesn't have to remove the beast name. How did I do that? Did you see that? With my energy, just disappear. Anyway, it's just strictly programs, because there's a programmer, something other than yourself running you. Something else is allowing you to make patterns, because if you notice, you have patterns. Okay, once again, as a tattoo artist, I can make sacred geometrical shapes with your energy. Okay, and then put that on your vessel. But also, you can see your pattern. I can tell your pattern by what you do. I can tell if your pattern just by what you do. Tell me, yeah, I'm a blah blah. I can tell you where you are. I can tell you also probably what's happening, what diseases you're dealing with. Also, if you tell me just what you practice, what liquids you engage with. If you're taking things like sodas, is a monster. Remember on there, once again, we're going back to Hebrew, it's a monster and it's got 3 claws. That's what you think. That is 666 in Hebrew. Hello? Vav, vav, vav. WWW. Which is? I'll leave that there. I'll Dropbox that one. So just purify your water. I'm doing a workshop. But basically, if you can boil it on fire, you just get wood outside. Okay, bare minimums la. Africa, we plethora of things. Once again, we have to remove these programs so that you can see. Okay? If you're always chasing things to fill voids and avoid yourself, guess what takes place? More of this, more of your suffering. And a fast track to the casket. Or cremation, or whatever it is. Baba Lex, stop. Man, truth must sting. This is part of awakening. It must jolt you. Awake, wake up. But that looks like tragedies. Even you must mourn yourself, who you thought you were. Those were just masks, beloved. Okay, from the Lighthouse portal. Thank you, by the way, Medusa, for that question. I also fast, I curate a 13 container fast, which is paid for. It's energy exchange in private, but then you get me one-on-one to let you know what's going to pop now. What you can look out for, the skeletons that could most likely will pop up. Okay, especially if you melanated and you have trauma of just being melanated. See, remember, we're still recovering in our blood crystal ancestral trauma. See? So sometimes you will exhibit traits of someone who's no longer here. Maybe when they pass, then you see, a lot of these things take place. I have the answers for that. Okay, this is another question from the Lighthouse portal, 7.11. That is also our beautiful moderator from Maui, Hawaii. Can water hear us? Of course. I love you. Just practice it simply by yourself. Also, once again, remove programs. So immediately is the unseen. Remember, you guys talk about belief and knowing. Let me show you another one. Okay. Do you believe or do you know Wi-Fi? Baba Lex. Oh no, he didn't. Do you believe or do you know Wi-Fi? But you don't see it, right? Okay, wonderful. So there's a lot of things which you must deal with your cells. Therefore, you'll know. So water can, because if you're 70 to 90% water and you're looking to manifest, who are you talking to? What are you talking to? Because once again, last night, you said, who do you pray to, Baba Lex? I said, all right, write pray on a piece of paper. Write it down. Write that down. Okay. I don't know who is preying upon you or preying upon we or me through things like religion. There's the 𝙃𝙚𝙡𝙦, but there's the prey. So I don't know what you're saying with this Luciferian False-Light Programming. Once again, it's right there. Beast is inverted by default. So when you pray, who are you praying to? What are you praying to? When are you praying to? Why are you praying to? Right there. This is what you call emotional intelligence when you ask yourself these questions when you're fasted. Remember, you must give yourself a space. This is why I have the method out already, because there's things you will encounter, whether you like it or not. This is why belief is dangerous, because belief is also blind, right? So if you're believing from people who don't know, and in turn were taught by those who don't know, it's the blind leading the blind into what they don't know. Thokozani, 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 Thokozani. Okay, we're cleansing the space a little bit. All right, here there's no Luciferian False-Light Programs running. All right, in here we know what we are doing. Hence why I'm an initiated Zulu Sangom, medicine man, shaman. You must also begin to recognize that Earth is the original. And if you don't like anything of Earth, aka the sun, what are you doing here? Okay? You must attune to the sun. Simple. Because if you don't, the DNA that is mutating with or without your gnosis, still you believe, oh, you're going to things like spontaneous fasts, right? Spontaneous fasting. I wrote this down somewhere. Where did I write that down? Wow, so my studio will look a bit busy because Law of Attunement Teachings, okay? So, where did I write that question? Anyway. Give me a second. It's a beautiful question. Spontaneous fasting. Why are you guys going to spontaneous fast? Especially since you love that chicken, sausage, whatever it is that you used to love. Once you took a fast from it spontaneously, or you then you went back to it and it made you more ill. What is that? That's my question to you. What is that? And yes, thank you for that question. The water can hear us because you are 70 to 90% water, so you hear yourself. When you're manifesting, you're talking to yourself. That's why I asked you the questions. Who are you talking to? What are you talking to? Yourself. Yourselves. You're not talking or praying or being prayed upon. See? It's a whole different consciousness. You must be here now to receive the gifts in the present. That's where you receive gifts. But this Luciferian False-Light Programming seeks to keep you in false light. Hello? In false light, you don't know who you are. You don't know what you are. You now need to always ask. Spirit of confusion when you're in this programming is running you is rife. In your body, confused. Your mind, confused. Spirit, don't know what's going for what. Dizzy. Color, showcase. Booty lap. Yes. You seen? You must begin to take yourself seriously. Alright? This is for educational purposes only. Thank you, moderator. Wow. Who's got some more questions, guys? Please, we're here. Okay. Let me go down. Wow, I've got so many messages. Thank you for the messages. I love the interaction because I'm here to educate each one, reach one, each one, teach one. Because I'm also not just a master teacher, I'm a master student. Because life school. Because life school. See? Thokozani. Yes, Medusa, I love it. It opens up portals that shouldn't be opened. Yes. What you do is you start to play with other realms. Those other realms that you open up through water, because you're 70 to 90% water. So you also came through mama, amniotic fluids. That is structured waters. That is the fourth state water. Liquid, that's plasma, which means it holds intelligence, information. Mim ori, water light. Mim means water, right? We just got that from Hebrew. Mim, meim. Can you speak on telepathy, clairvoyance, astral traveling? Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. 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 Okay. Number one. What is telepathy? What is clairvoyance? What is astral traveling? Beautiful. This is what you call extra sensory perception. What are your senses? We also did this. Let me go back in my notes simply because I went live about this right here. Beautiful. See? Baba Lex got you. Beautiful question. See? Extrasensory perception. Bam, 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 bam. That was the 25th of November. For Masks Off November with a K. See? We've been out here. Baba Lex got you back. Okay, Medusa. Beautiful. So, extrasensory perception definition, aka the sixth sense, or cryptesthesia, is the reception of information gained through communication of non-physical senses. Nance definition la. For those of you stubborn. See? AKA sixth sense. Scenes? So now, how are you able, Ubaba Lex Yabuza, I'm asking you, how are you capable of getting to your sixth sense, extrasensory perceptions, astral travel, clairvoyance, all the clairs, sentience, cognizance, without knowing your senses? I'm not saying, I can taste, I can, Baba Lex. See? Wait. I'm saying, you have this within you. Have you ever truly been in your body by yourself? Okay. Let me show you how you have not. When you came in, things already were programmed in you through your mother's amniotic fluids, aka allergies, that it gets from, that's like easy spectrum, all the way to diseases, defects, genetic disorder. Okay? This is cellular memory, right? So already you're already in this programming. Through the blood, that's the ancestry. That's the river of life. Aha, right. So now, they already slapping the shit out of you. And then you cry, trauma. Don't come with, oh yeah, but it's necessary. You see, this is what it does. The Luciferian False-Light Programming will glitch your common sense. Who on earth will slap a baby? I'm sure case, because I haven't investigated, but I know there's more easy, more subtle ways, because there's water birthing. There's birth doulas in here. Okay? Sacred mamas. Abo mama in the tribes. African spirituality. Towards the moms used to do natural birthings. There was no suit. White hat. Luciferian programmer. Remember, indoctrination is one of the ways they get you. They get into your mind. Of birth. Boom. Ha. Slap the taste out you. Or is it your bums? Whatever. 𝙎𝙗𝙖. Bang. Wow. Ouch. Trauma. Because that's what crying is, the expression of the impression in your waters of pain. You now start to experience pain off the cuff. Shit. I just got you. I'm getting my ass whooped. Yo, say 𝙎𝙗𝙖, first thing. What do you mean I'm not traumatized? You see? Your cellular memory goes, register that. But then they sedate you. Hit them with that shots. It's for educational purposes only. 55 shots. I don't know how many it is now. Wow. You mothers, you know. Okay, be very careful with the system. It's very sneaky. It's this. Okay, Togos, for educational purposes only. Now, already with that alone, tell me that you're not this. You're not having this inside you, in your cells. Okay, so we all born into bondage. So without removing this extrasensory perception, yes, it will click on and off. You will have moments of. You will have, it could be years, whatever, but it won't be you. Because you'll require things, programs, to either get there to that state, achieve that, enter drugs, enter alcohol, then enter the 7 deadly sins, you see? So whichever way you're cutting those clots, if it's not coming from your cells and yourself, because that's what your life is. It's you being the creator, the alpha omega of being here now. Because you are spirit, not breath. So the breath inhabits the body. Boom, you ground in here through your chakras. You click in from here, but further, it goes deeper. You click in through like pillars of light. That's why through the sun in some photos, you'll see that ray of light going. It's either in horizontal or it's vertical, or it's hitting angles. You see that thing? Pew! That's what's happening here. And then guess where it hits? Pah! Your crystal. Pineal, where Jesus was crucified, or was anointed. Sorry, Christ was anointed. Yambo. So. This is where the illumination happens. In King's Chamber, in the temple. Temples, King's Chamber and Queen's Chamber, which is your hippocampus. If you look at Golgotha or Calvary, it means skull. Research that. Let me actually do that one quickly. So once again, Medusa, beautiful question. To get there, you must first cleanse. And then you can practice through your breath, your spirit. Because then nothing is running you. That's why sometimes I just look high naturally. Because it's bliss. My body, my vessel, I'm still fasted for today. When I break my fast, it's fruits. But it took time to get here now. Otherwise, observe. Nowhere. Don't steal my tattoo ideas. Because it's going to be a carbon copy. But I'm a tattoo artist. Come see me. Right, I'm going to be opening my flash sales. Look out for that. Of all energy work. Elements, sigils. Under 1,000 Rand, guys. Just for January. So nowhere, when you change your state of being, your mind space, your consciousness, okay, becomes now here. Thokozani, you see? So it's all about your perception. Your perception is your ability to bend light rays, light radiation, information. That's what light rays are. They frequencies, they bandwidth of information. We can only see a visible spectrum of X amount out of this amount. You see, there's a certain surgery you can do, or people do, where you can now see ultraviolet. Maybe they take off a sheet or something. But once again, you can do that naturally. I do have alchemical practices, liquid alchemical practices of things like fourth state of water, plasma, okay, etc., which have also assisted me in cleansing my eyes. I used to wear glasses. I don't no longer. I'm sure my sight has gone. Yeah, I can also see other colors. Okay, I can also zoom in and out. It's very weird, man. But let me speak less about me. It's not about me, Thokozani. This is just me sharing. Okay, you begin to do other things. I mean, my dreams, for example, writing a book, being a tattoo artist. I'm that now. See, but it wasn't forced. Stay liquid. See, as I always love to say, at least somewhere in my lives, my inspiration. Be water, my friend. You put water into the cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now you see, water can either flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend. You see, the Law of Attunement Teachings say you cleanse the vessel. You become a clear conduit of information, light information. Those UVC rays are now changing your DNA. Not just you as a being, what you eat. I don't need to eat much. But look at the gent, man. And I'm training crazy. Not crazy because you see, I take a lot of rest. Funny enough, it looks like I'm not, but I do rest. Especially, I don't involve myself with blue light therapy. I'm in tune with my circadian rhythm. Between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m. That is where your melanin is doing all the wonders within you. That's what can reverse everything. Okay, but no one's going to tell you that. They'll always tell you NAD. They'll tell you this. They'll tell you Ozempic, which all have side effect. Because a side effect, the pharmaceutical, even programming, food, whatever, they earth through you. They ground through you. That's why it has a side effect. It's not a side effect. It's an effect. Anything in nature is balanced at the right dosages, provided that it had the correct soil, sun, everything normal. Just leave it and do the natural manure, whatever. You see, with the herbs and with your plants. Don't now newts now. Oh, let me go get that blah, 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 blah. Let me go get that green liquids. What? Man, you see all of the fruits that you eat, the offcuts, the offshoots. Don't just, that's compost. You can also chop. There's ways you can do things. But we forgot this. Even us too. Obviously we do it emakhayeni, but not just emakhayeni. It needs to be a real thing. Even if you can't do anything about it now, make a small garden, as the Lighthouse Portal 7.11, all the way from Maui, Hawaii, likes to say. Make your yard a garden. So a yardin. 𝙗𝙗𝙗𝙗, there's no such shit as a yard. Thokozani. Yeah, it's a garden. It's just, So, I mean, there's beings who do that. Even you can use buckets. There's different types of methods. When you grow your stuff and you feed your plants the structured water that you take, they're going to produce love for you. You're not going to have to eat much. When you eat naturally, you don't have to have much, especially if you eat from the sun. One of my brothers, 𝙃𝙚𝙡𝙥 on Instagram. He's currently in East Africa now, if I'm not mistaken. He's going to Uganda or Kenya, somewhere there. I'll join him later in 2025 on my journey with the Law of Attunement Teachings, book 1. Okay? He's a solar breatharian. Color here? Yes, he breathes air. He doesn't eat. Agadli. Bro, he doesn't drink, doesn't eat. Not even drink water at this stage. But I'm sure there's moments where he might do some liquids, adjusting to this sun, because he came from the west. I'm pointing there because from my direction, the west is that way. Shout out to Naila. Okay, so exactly. Powerful. Okay. Any more questions, guys? How you feeling there, guys? Am I bamboozling you too much? Yo, Baba Lex, you share sus. Must I invite a guest up here or what? Hey, moderator, what do you think? Is there anyone? Is Medusa available? Because Medusa has some nice questions. I know that you won't act a fool. I know that you're probably not drunk. You know, we don't need that here. You can do that the other side. Thokozani for joining. Pride, yes. Medusa, pride, yes. Greed is gross to me. It is selfish with no respect. Yep, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, well, who would like to join? And ask a real question. If you come up here with Baba Lex, please, because I will demonstrate, okay? Please. How to stop smoking. Very easy. Detox. Remember, you detox from not just food programming. Also, this type of program. Okay, so not just food programming. Also, is it monster? Is it dragon? You see the dragon? Wow! Bafu. Yeah. Color. That IBS. Ladies. See, also after, with the family, you eating everything. Yabo? When we eat everything, this is how I came into my spontaneous fast, to awaken this within my cells. It was 2018, 19. Yeah. We had hit bride meat. Sure. You know, Laim Zanzi, bride meat, that's the death of us. Traumatized programming. Okay? Because we like to hit the whole thing. Not just one piece of, we do the beef there, the briskets, I used to love that stuff. Even when I smell it now, nothing. I have no judgment. You see? Once again, that's how this takes place in your body. I was fighting myself. You know, sometimes things just happen. So, when you start to cleanse through just water, what will come up is that. Like, things like trauma through why you started smoking. See? You're protecting your child you. It's shadow work that you begin to do. That's all. You begin to take yourself through therapy. Watermatic. Gang, gang, singing genile manje. You see? And it's treacherous if you don't know what's going for what. Ask any sangoma, any traditional healer. They'll tell you to faster is the quickest way. Even ladies, just unbeknownst to you, even if you just do it for good luck, blah, blah, blah. You know, it's a powerful tool. But once again, it must be part of your lifestyle now. Because there's too much programming. Not just every day. In your blood crystal. From ancestors. Your ancestors are you in the flesh. You see? So stop smoking first. You cleanse yourself. You must prepare your mind. Prepare your body. Tell yourself. Speak to yourself in the mirror. I'm going to be fasting for 5 days. Literally, that's what I did. Go check my YouTube channel. Guys, we're on the road, on the path, on the way to 1K subscribers. Please help me get there by the 1st. Next week, Wednesday, guys. Come on, share, please. That's the best you can do for Baba Lex. It's the least I'm asking for, please. My hand, let's go. Let me see if I can break records here. I mean, you know, by telling truth and assisting. This is helping you guys, right? No? It's the Law of Attunement Teachings. Book 1, coming out in January. No? Yeah. Thokozani. So you don't need pills, you don't need easy stuff. You don't need to go and, let me go and book an appointment. Or especially the ladies. I'm just feeling something there, blah, blah. Protect your womb space, okay? That's another thing we can tap into. The womb space is very dangerous. If you don't know what's happening, there's diseases popping up, PCOS, turbo cancers of this. We can tap into that if you have questions. I'm not going to just spew, especially not about the women, because it must be asked. It's happening though. Everything's happening, but it's not in my place to judge anyone, because that's not what we do here. We don't judge. Judgment means that you have to deal with that for yourself. You see? So that's also a spirit of confusion. It's this thing. See? So that's also part of having compassion for your shadow, your child self. But you must cultivate it by fasting from the programming, because then you can see clearly. You can know clearly. You see here, and then you know here. You don't believe, push, pull, 𝙃𝙚𝙡𝙥. See? You're here now, in the present moment, where we receive the gifts. Thokozani. And it's quick without you knowing. We knew this. We wanted you to talk on it. Talk on it, Baba Lex. Nah, Thokozani, thank you. Yeah, let me continue, because we're getting some beautiful response. Yesterday I had to end early, because obviously Baba Lex is also always creating, whether in this realm or the other. Okay? Because I'm in control of my dream walking. I know what's taking place. I'm not... Because guess what? Every day, those of you who are scared of death, Baba Lex got news for you. You look forward to death every evening. And you go, gonna get me some death. And you go and sleep. And then where do you go? Poof. Then you come back. What's the same thing when you perish or you die, quote unquote? And you wake up elsewhere. It doesn't exist in time. It's not material. Time in itself is its own dimension. Hence why the fourth dimension, 3 dimensions, length, breadth, height, depth. Fourth is simply back and forth through time. Remember, when you're enjoying yourself and having a good time, where did the time go? You're having a bad... Yes, 𝙃𝙚𝙡𝙥. I hambi today. But that same 2 hours transpired. What happened? All right. Yeah, please do. Share more. Please share. Bring your friends into this and ask some beautiful questions, especially those spiritual communities. Yes. Doesn't matter. This doesn't have a face. You can't gatekeep consciousness or spirituality, but you can have it a name to identify it. That's African spirituality. But once again, African spirituality is simply nature. Check the seasons. You don't plant seeds every season. You don't harvest every season. Otherwise, you would have a barren wasteland. That's where you have next, nothing. Zip, zilch, dololo. See? Yes, we speak to ourselves. It's abracadabra. Remember, you're speaking spells. As I speak, I create. That's what abracadabra means. So what are you creating? Because look right now, guys, what's taking place. Whether it's negative or positive, whatever you're thinking, speaking, yes, the phones can hear you, but it happens. Or something similar. Oh, yeah. Or it was nearly you. Or it was John Doe, or Jane Doe, or Thabo Doe, or 𝙃𝙚𝙡𝙥. Seen? Thokozani for the gifts. Appreciate loves. Yes. Just sending my hellos. Is that Mimi? Did you change your... Is that Mimi.77 from yesterday? Can you speak on telepathy, clairvoyance, and that's what... Yeah, I already did that. You can get there by knowing your cells. So first know what your senses are before you get extrasensory perception. Okay? Once again, I have it on my YouTube channel. Please, we're on the way to 1K subscribers on YouTube. This is there. Go and check it out. It is all there. And then in the comment section, open questions for Baba Lex. And then let's engage. You see? Nice. Okay? Thokozani. Abundant blessings. Now, I don't put coconut oil on myself, man. This is just natural, clean, man. You guys are always worried about my looks. Don't worry about that. It's fine. It's simply it's a byproduct of being clear. Okay? You also unravel your junk DNAs. See? Who would like to come up? I don't even know if that's even possible. 6 and 6 creates trauma. The forbidden fruit or apple. That is from German or German or German. J-E-R-M-A-N. Togo's a brother for that. He said 6 as in S-I-X or S blocked out E, X creates trauma. Yes. Because remember, that's a structured liquid. Sexual fluids are information. Okay? They also require really high concentrates of your blood to create them. Remember also, they can transmute or transform into cerebrospinal fluid, which is the kundalini that rises. You see? This is what gives you the clarity and gets crucified at 33. That's Christ, is it not? Crucified at 33 in Golgotha, Calvary, in the skull. Yes, sir. Baba Lex, you are a living embodiment. Yes, of course. Thank you so much. That's the Lighthouse Portal, 7.11. Absolutely. Need to go on that 72-hour fast. Of course, you know, it's, once again, there's that spontaneous fasting happening. So when that takes place, guess what? Your body's already in place. So don't obstruct it. Remember, we the ones who get in our own way. So don't obstruct it by now. Uting is fasting. Because that's what we tend to do. Remember, we're healing from toxic masculine energy, which turns outside, the impression turns into the expression of patriarchy. It's just a dimensional thing. Yep, fasting is great for your intuition. If you want to tap in, because your guts are clear, remember? Yes, thank you, Medusa. Indeed, dropping gems. For sure. Thokozani. You'll see this on a replay, repeat. Please show love there as well. Make comments. Let's interact, guys. Let's make this a community of health is wealth, but in practice. You see, by the Law of Attunement Teachings. It's not about me. It's attuning to, if you are, 70 to 90% water. Structured liquids of all sorts. Gorgeous liquids. Remember, a portal is water. It's in the book, though. Let me just throw these a little bit gems out there. Because you come through a portal. Also, if you notice, the Egyptian Ankh, what is that? What are these elements in there? Okay. This is masculine. It's electricity. It's direction. It's one. Okay. This is zero. Zero. Okay. Or feminine. Portal. Or magnetic. It is the yoni. You see the lovely yoni of the feminine. Okay. Okay. This is not for OnlyFans purposes. Please get out if you're on that. It's higher chakras. So now this is about the divinity of you as a being. Okay. That's why you must move away from this programming for this to click, because then you always oh shit, ooh, you on that you on that what? You on that lust. See? This is what this is. You must cleanse it. Mali keep. Ha ha. For two. Remove that shit. Seriously. What am I doing? Wrong one. Okay. So this one is the yoni. This is zero. Magnetic in energy, because magnetic energy in its design and its principle is nurturing. It's reciprocating. Okay? It comes back on itself. If you noticed on a magnet, when you do those straight magnet like this with the opposite poles, it goes like this. Let me show you. Okay. So this is the boom, north, south pole. Okay. And then this is the being or the center or 0 point. What takes place is it reciprocates on itself. See? But it's still polarity, duality. It's still push-pull. See, that's why it requires the direction of a masculine energy. I'm not talking about you, person. This is now energy, frequency, vibration, metaphysics. Okay? This is what takes place. And then you are born through the act of masculine, feminine on a plane of existence. Earth plane. Ta-da! So the Ankh is the sign, sigil representation of you, your trip here. Simple. So this is my next tattoo. Listen, y'all better not. But also, once again, we're going to be doing some flash tattoos under 1,000 Rand in January. Please look out for the details. Listen, and it's only, I specialize in only sigils, hieroglyphs, African spirituality, ancient Kemet, Egypt, as you say, Nubian, and all of our stuff. A lot of African spirituality, nature, signs, sigils, water. This is from Kemet or Egypt, but the whole of our continent is Kemet because it just means land of the black. A Kemetian is of the black, is a black dot. Stories for different days. This is wisdom. Wisdom, water. Water, wisdom. That's how we flow, glow, grow. So you get this, nah? Beautiful. Beautiful. So now don't be confused of signs and sigils and don't just plaster them on you. Once again, I've got quite a few. Where did I put those? I must go and get them also. Okay, for example, the balance of, let me actually go and get this. Give me 2 seconds. Mod, please handle that, love. We're doing so well with that. Thank you for the questions once again. And we're on the way to 1K. Guys, please share. This would do such a beautiful service. If I've assisted you with at least one thing, just one thing, okay? Once again, we're actually also looking to do a marathon and see how many we can get as close to 1K. I want to prove that energy, frequency, vibration is real when you are clear. So I'm vibrating 1K right now. Give me a second. Linda, listen. I don't know where I put those things. Alright, we've got our moderator leaving soon. But once again, things like your balance, okay? Your yin-yang signs, sigils. With those things, what are you balancing? If you put it on you, why are you so imbalanced? Okay? So knowing what you put on you will assist you in your everyday, whether you are conscious or not. So whether I'm conscious or not, I'm always liquid. See? There's a big difference. I'm always water. I've always tapped into my wisdom. Okay? So I don't need to do or take anything to know what I'm saying. You can say, someone can say right here, listen, Baba Lex, would love to book you to come and speak at blah, blah, blah. It's X amount, blah, blah. Can you make it today in Cape Town? Yes, I'll be there right now. I don't need notes. Well, I am the notes. This is part of knowing thyself. Okay? But this is years. Once again, look at this. Look at this year, 2021. Okay? But once again, I had already done work before that. Like I'm saying. Becoming you must not be a task. Becoming you is the best thing you can do for you. See? When you become you, life becomes much easier. Much more simple. Hence why one of our catchphrases is simple. So fasting is the easiest way to stop smoking. Yes, sir. Fasting is the easiest way to stop any of these, brother. Anything of this sort. Programming, anything, programming, Luciferian False-Light Programming is anything which doesn't allow you to be a full expression of yourself and your cells while in your body. See? You're not able to be a full expression. See? Feeling so grateful. Thokozani, feeling grateful as well, always. Thokozani, especially, I'm just shout out to all of the ladies out there who are, going through anything with unconscious men. I want you to know that what you can do is move. Like, I know love is a thing, quote unquote, but this is what we're dealing with, guys. Okay? We're dealing with other things. So the people that you think you're talking to, it's not them. Because these eventually become entities that can tap into you, which looks like the impression of these sins within you expressed as possession. I'm a demon. See? You don't have to be, I'm giving you the beans. Simple. This is schizophrenia. This is multiple personality disorders. This is needing to take stuff to relax a little bit coffee. Turn up a little bit this. Relax again a little bit that. Food a little bit this. Oh, food with gang oil. Monster, dragon, you dragon. I'm not going against you. Do what you want. But I'm saying this is what's happening. This is the programs. Remember, Lucifer was once an angel. Hello? It's false light. It's still light. Lucifer means light bearer. We explained that yesterday. We got to the apples and apples, so we have the foundation. So we're not talking skibberich at each other. We're having a frequency, not a conversation. Seen? Wonderful. Your opinion on alcohol, it's a 0. It's a zip. There's nothing there for you. What it will do is allow you to be possessed. Man, simple. It's a gateway drug. Check my YouTube channel. Please share. And please, my brother, now you have to go and share. 𝙒𝙖𝙨. 𝙒𝙖𝙨. I'm going to put you on blast, my brother. I'm going to put you on blast. But thank you. You number 2, gifted badge. Yeah, thank you, brother. Thokozani, man. Alcohol's terrible. Should I give story time about alcohol before I get out of here quickly? If I get a few more likes, let's get some more likes up, a few more shares. Let me do story time about alcohol. Whoops. Gratitude for the waters. Yep, go check out the YouTube series Masks Off November. November with a K. And then there's 1 to 9 of those. And then also there's October. I did a few skits there. It didn't let me upload the rest of it, but those are available. I got up to day 16 of posting, although obviously I did the whole thing. But October is another reason. If you check those, they're quite funny. My man 𝙪𝙨. In those skits, I'm doing real life example of For example, that drunk auntie or granny, or grandfather or uncle, and he just talks stories for days about nothing, but he repeats himself, and he's arrogant, but he talks about how he's heyday, but look at him now. That's traumas repeating in the flesh. We put ourselves through that with the ethanol. It opens a spirit to come in because you're not here now. It allows you, remember, you detach. That's why you take numbing agents. Amapilis, yonkinto, even food is a numbing agent. It's all programming. Because without that, see? Desmond chuckling. Hey, my G. Am I not telling the truth, brother? Desmond. So I think my moderator is going to dip, and then I'm going to stay in for a little bit longer because we got some beautiful questions still coming in, because I know that the equal opposite time in Hawaii, because we're going to be also traveling to Maui, Hawaii, also holding some of these beautiful, we don't call them retreats, gatherings. So those of you who want to tap in with me, going to be able to have a beautiful connection, not within systemic things which charge you an arm and a leg, and it's going to be part of, but you must be able to fast. You must be able to be a cleansed vessel. You don't come there with wanting to drink and party time. That doesn't exist there. We're building other things for health, because once you get here, have you not noticed when you start getting healthy, you want to tell everybody, kala blah blah, and they tell you shut up, asfuni. That's part of your blood crystal being traumatized still, and we reliving it in the flesh. Hence why I say to you, we are our ancestors in the flesh. See? Okay, quick story time. Wow. Sheesh, because I've got plenty alcohol story times. Okay? Because this is for educational purposes only. All right, I'm not saying go and do this kind of stuff, but once again, my matric rage. This is what happens for my foreign, foreign viewers, subscribers. Thank you, Thokozani, so much. All right, so my matric rage. I'm not going to tell you which year. This is when you finish matric. So you finish your grade 12. This is high school. You finish that high school, boom. What happens is you're saying goodbye to everybody. So what we do basically is now we're going where? So enjoy a manje, tuku. We're going to get down now. So now we preparing, we do the final exams, and the final exams finish like, depending on your subjects. But the basic ones, like everyone writes all of the basics, the science, English, maths. So now we finish with those. And then those of them, write those weird ones that finish like last bites. Those are the ones you join later. Okay, so mine was at 𝙖𝙗𝙖𝙗. This is in Durban. KZN. So KZN on that side there. Okay, so KwaZulu-Natal for my internationals. All right, so KZN, beautiful. It's warm, it's humid. The water is Indian Ocean water, so it's warmer. But December, our people populate, as in our melanated beings. Olwandle. Cars get packed, taxis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, color 7, 20. Yeah, even 20 people jumping out of a 15 quantum with bags. It's this is the spirit of Ubuntu, So just the journey in this is beautiful. But we went there. I finished nicely, but I did drama. So I finished a little bit late. I joined it. I got in when it was already hot. People, this is when you start drinking on the way there and shit. You start day drinking. That's when it's fine, because guess what? Your cells are still young. They're ute. They replenish on the quick. Your hydrogen, your cellular pH is always on alkaline because you are growing. You see? You're tapped into your stem cells, which you can do right now. I've done that. You can see. Anyway, so you tap into your stem cells. Well, you're already there. You have them already. So hangovers don't exist. Thokozani. Not for that. But, I'm remembering in my memory. Okay, story time. Check this out. Right. So, okay, I've always had women around me. So for me, women around me is not a thing. It's not like, now I've never practiced the spirit of lust. But, you know, guys around me, obvious, showcase. So Lex, they always told me, yo, Lex, Alex, bro, yo, go holla, bring them through. Right. So I would be like the fetcher. I'm speaking of memory. I don't do that any longer. Don't do that. So take it as a story. Thokozani. All right. So now I'm bringing the ladies through. Now already, mind you, we get there day 1. I'm there for 9 days. Was it 10 days? I think between 8 and 10 days. Okay. So now I get to 𝙘𝙘𝙡𝙥. All right. There's that hotel. It's if I'm not mistaken, the Sands or something. It's that bigger one right there on the beachfront there. Boom. And then when you go in, there's like a LAPA area, and then there's like a game zone or chill zone where people blow them, and there's a bar. That was like the commune area where we meet, because I was on Lagoon Drive. You see, when you come step out there, Lagoon Drive goes through all that whole zone. Those of you from Durban, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm in Johannesburg now, so you see, I don't know how it's changed. They told me it's changed, especially the promenade. So I was down along at a place called Salamander. Is it still there? Yo, shout out Salamander. This is where this shit took place. Anyway, so, gosh, I don't know how I remember this. Wonderful. Man, I feel so joyful. So now, this is about alcohol, okay? The dangers of it, and also some things that it taps you into as the gateway drug. Right. And it's terrible. Anyway, it's good to awaken you and show you things, cool, but you can achieve those states without it. Okay? Wire, with no crash. Okay, you can flow like water, be liquid. Seen? So I get there, I'm already drinking now. Right, day 1, boom. So yeah, chicks, cool. But now there's a group of girls who always come through. Not chicks, sorry, let me call them girls. Group of girls who always come through. So that's like, we call them our stock. We called them that. Right? Sorry, man, come on. I'm a better man now. Okay? So is the stock were there, right? Standard. And then every time, since it's matric vac, rage, there's always different chaps you'll see, different people you'll see, and different, dollies, as I like to say. You see the different dollies. So I was always also scouting, because me, myself, naturally, I love a feminine energy around. I don't like to always be around dudes, although I do things for the masculine right now, because I know how to be a leader. I've always been a leader amongst men, but now in a higher dimension, but here now, right? With consciousness, not for fuck shit. Thokozani. Okay, that's part of emotional intelligence. Okay, so now the days go by, I'm drinking more and more. I'm starting to see the stock girls, but the stock girls' faces started changing. Not changing in like, oh, it's a different face, but as in certain things, but at certain times. Like we would do, you get into a routine. Get ready at this time. By this time, you're starting to day drink, or you've already day drink with breakfast, or by this time, there's always a theme party. So each theme party, where I was staying at Salamander, shout out to 𝙃𝙗𝙗𝙧𝙗 Mutingo, if you see this, brother. Thokoza, man. Anyway, so that place is like a B&B, and going into it is very wild. It's like on a hill type thing, but it's got bunks, and it's got very weird rooms and blah, blah, blah. So it's also humid in Durban. So when you're not used to humidity wherever you are, wherever you go, you know that, you always gang sweating, you wear things that are weird sometimes, or can't take humidity, and you start to get sticky. Okay, cool. So now, while I'm slumbering, I'm throwing off the blankets. Okay, showcase. But now when we slumber, sometimes the stock would stay, because we'd do drinking games after the party, or, continue. But they would have their own specific room. Right. This was about day 5, day 6, towards the end. Day 7, yeah, towards the end. Now, alcohol is my blood. My blood alcohol level must be maybe, Boma, I don't know if you can measure that thing, boy, but I was, see? What that induced, now that I know it, was delirium. Mirage. After images. When you do this quickly, things start glitching. But it happens naturally in certain states of being, right? So now, I know I was available in the 4th dimension. Because I would see things quickly. See? So now, in there, one of the stocks slept over on the final evening, okay? And then I was in the bed next door. Right. Don't know what took place in terms of us getting to bed, but nothing wild. I'm just saying in terms of drinking, what activities. But we all went to bed. It wasn't hectic. Guys were a little bit tired now. Some guys, on like day 7, guys are like, yeah, I'll take one day. He's walking sideways, kind of, you know what I mean? So now, I wake up in the middle of the night. What I thought was, I'm hearing steps. I'm like, there's no hardboards in here because it's like a carpet. Go to Salamander. It's like a carpety or like a softy floor. Okay? On Lagoon Drive in Durban. Mhlanga. Rocks. Go there. Go check it out. I did not know that there were entities in that hotel. Salamander. Okay? Or something had happened. What I saw was, when I thought I woke up, was I relived the person who took their life there. But what I also saw was that girl levitating off the bed. And then I woke up. And then I went there and I was sweating. I went there and she was off the bed. From that day, tequila made me puke. So that spirit was not allowed back in here. Thokozani. I don't know, by divine intervention, you see, why you need to know why these things happen. Thokozani. All right. Anyway, with no more questions, Brew told us he accessed his stem cells, making me mad. Yes, sir. Hit me with some messages. I also have appointments which you can book. Okay, it is paid, of course. It is my time, it is my energy, and we can tap into you for what you are in your cells. Okay, once again, I'm so grateful to be here. Thokozani. Remember, I'm wearing green today also for the heart chakra. Okay, if you want to tap into your heart, if you want to remove all of this, first fast, yes, but do shadow work. Engage in shadow work. That is law number 2 of the Law of Attunement Teachings. Okay. Begin to remove your ancestral blood crystal trauma. You keep. Take out from your DNAs. Take out from your cellular memory. So you can operate as a being here now. Not traumatized from past lives, that life, this person, that, this, that. Slapping when you were a baby, coming out of the womb. What mom was engaging or not when you were in the womb. Also, what so-and-so did, and therefore are trying to live it through you when they pass away, and 𝙒𝙗𝙖𝙗 just comes through you, the spirit of that uncle, that auntie, and now you exhibiting behaviors like that. See, maybe that child looks exactly like or behaves exactly like See, different things are taking place now. The better way to attune to that is not only support me by getting my first book of teachings of 3, the Law of Attunement Teachings, book 1, coming out in January. Okay, pre-orders will be link will be out in January. Okay, well, yeah, January's in, like, you see how confusing this time thing is. It's not really confusing, it's just idiot, because it is Luciferian False-Light Programming. Okay, so look out for the book, because this will just show you where you are at, what needs to take place, what your soul, spirit, solar plexus, everything, your whole design has been whispering to you in order to complete. Remember, cycles are being completed. Okay, next year is the great year. If you're into sacred geometry, it's the grand year of 9. This has been the year of 8. Turn it on its side, that's infinity. So it's been a blessing for you to tap into your infinity. That's 0 point. Let me show you. Okay. It's similar to right here. Wow. Wow. That's it right there. Turn it on its side. But it also can come from you. See? See? So in there you have infinite possibility. And you are 0 point. That's creation. Black, boop, dot. See? Black obsidian. Protect your cells. Also from the radiation that is unnatural, false light, Wi-Fi. You see, have you noticed that 5D and 5G are the equal opposites? One give life and one take it. Interesting. With that being said, Thokoza for all the questions. Thank you for all of everything and being who you are. Remember, this has been the Q&A for Luciferian False-Light Programming programs. Also, these teachings are of reference from my upcoming first book of teachings, the Law of Attunement Teachings, book 1 of 3. All right. I'm an independent publisher, or publishing it as an independent author. All right. Going through the Lighthouse Portal 7.11. She just left now from Hawaii. Good night. Maui, Hawaii. And we are abundantly blissful. You know, the Lighthouse Portal also speaks to our light and the light. You know, Luciferian light is false in that it will give you what you require, but also it will come for that side effect. It will come to collect, like signing your soul away. Same thing, but different. Every day you lie to your cells and you don't atone with your shadow. I'm like, what are you pointing at, man? Your shadow is the more you swear at yourself. And then above all else, outside, all of the children disappearing. You see this pedophiles and all of this. I put that in one of the freestyles I did on my Sire page. SIRE with the 3. Okay? Because what they're doing is they're trying to, these programs, they're attempting to be youth. They're attempting to be young. They're attempting to back age, reverse age, take out disease, but at the detriment of the life force, which means it's parasitic in nature and therefore Luciferian False-Light Programming. Or programmers, are they? I don't know. That's up to you to actually come to that conclusion. Or not. See? This is the beauty about being emotionally intelligent. Right here, right now, because that's where we receive the gifts. Okay? Always know thyself before anything else. Because the rest is simply an effect. You're the cause. As above, so below. As within, so without. As the universe, so the soul. As we continue to sing our songs through our winstrument. Okay, that's another thing in my teachings. When you have a clear vessel and you're fasted, you begin to sing different songs. You have access to different memory, light information, especially certain times of the day. In fact, every time of the day, depending on you and your clarity. Remember, you're trying to be a crystalline being, moving from a carbon base to a crystalline base. How are you meant to do that when you're filled with Thokozani. I go by Baba Lex once again. Thokoza for joining us on another beautiful live TikTok. And this has been a Q&A for yesterday's Luciferian False-Light Programs live teachings, according to my book, The Law of Attunement Teachings, book 1, and some, of course. See you on the next one. Please share. We're on the road, on the way to 1K subscribers on YouTube. Also here on TikTok. Much love. All the way from 𝙃𝙚𝙡𝙗, Afrika. Till next time. Please. Remain blissful. Stay liquid. Thokozani Bonabakhulu.